And the Thunder in possession here. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. So on the floor for Golden State, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Butler. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Alston in at the 1. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
The Doors' offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Ryan, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting the defense at a deficit. Now, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a...
Well, like ain't nobody knows. Top of hell, disappear like we talking about a crime. If you see them, let me know where they go, where they go, where they go. Where the real men, where they go. Well, like ain't nobody knows. Top of hell, disappear like we talking about a crime. If you see them, let me know where they go, where they go, where they go.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward.
This is NBA-level physicality, but MP has been prepared for it since his arrival.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical march that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him.
No. I'm extremely broke. But
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got MP. Barnes is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Curry in at the 2-guard. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine. And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. It's the 3 right back.
But they don't compare to God. They low, but still I got the city. Running close and
Alston kicks to Kirk. Alston passes to Kirk. The three from Barnes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. MB getting it done for the Warriors. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are... And they're... Checked in for Golden State. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
MP with video game number. How about the 60-20?
I'll circle back if there's more.
MP looking around. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Puts up a deep 3. Oh, MP with a block. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Honestly, all we really want is answers about your mans. This defense around the capital makes us for securing borders. But Harry Tubman on the 20, who can respect on quarters? If Trump decided to sign this many executive orders, will you consider him a dictator or truly support him? Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now. Just how much you give me. Only
Look, if you really get down to it, rebounding is all about positioning and anticipation. You got to analyze the trajectory of the ball and predict where it will land.
Hey, well, I do all that instinctively, but what we're really trying to figure out is when you're teaching someone to rebound, how do you teach that, Coach?
Well, you know, it's about angles. You start tracking where the shots will go mentally, depending on where the shooter is. Soon, patterns emerge, and you will notice them if you're looking for them.
Hey, Coach, what are some of the attributes you see in some of the best rebounders?
Ooh,
yeah. Aside from what I said, it's mostly effort. Every time a shot goes up, you have to box out. You got to be strong in your lower body, and you have to be willing to fight. Maybe take a few elbows along the way.
I don't know about all that. That's a lot of work for not that much glory, Coach. Hey, but coaches notice that kind of stuff. That's why we're talking to them. So if you're a kid just starting out, being a strong rebounder is a great way to make a team.
Yeah. Fans are fans. They like dunks and no-look passes. People who know ball realize you can't win without great rebounding. That's why they say, board man gets paid.
There it is.
That's quantum right there. Hey, Xander, you get that?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Coach, we can't appreciate you enough for doing this.
Of course.
Thanks.
Yep.
Save the cardboard and save it for console.
Oh, that's fair. Text me back, okay?
Give more thought about an international evaluation.
Keep them outside the house.
We discussed that previously. This is why I chose by conference with our top 5 card players. I know that some teams wouldn't mind, but our guards are shooting.
It's about game time. Bring the pain time. What is going on, MP?
Constantly stroke and the fist full of propaganda you shove down our throats. Boy, I miss the days when we used to have Penny Mac. When they rapid fire questions, she would counterattack. How does it feel to know that we all caught on to the axe? Let me guess. Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now just how much you get paid. Only just to hear you say.
We'll circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'll have to just circle back with you.
Circle back.
Happy to circle back.
Circle back. Only just to hear you say.
Coming up next, the Heat taking stand when you have these back-to-back games. It must force you to alter your approach a little.
Well, Kevin, you got to manage minutes more carefully to not burn guys out. But really, if you can get the first one, it takes a little pressure off the back end.
Well, MP has made it known he's going after a lot of rebounds. That's one of his goals.
And I think MP's been pretty demonstrative in the way he's been attacking that glass. I mean, we saw multiple times the extra effort, both on the defensive and offensive glass, that he was going to do what
Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting. But some guys will be able to break through that wall.
And if you haven't heard, MP has been pretty vocal about his commitment to cleaning the glass and leading that effort for his team.
I love what we've seen.
The flame so blazing. Shout out Vicky Thorne's mic. I see you, baby. No mashed potatoes on this track. It's all gravy. I do it for the risen one. But is you crazy?
We're with it. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise. So let's let this game be decided on the court.
Well, MP has made it known he's going after a lot of rebounds as one of his goals.
And I think MP's been pretty demonstrative in the way he's been attacking that glass. I mean, we saw multiple times the extra effort, both on the defensive and offensive glass, that he was going to do whatever it took to secure that board for his team.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Hero out there with Brandon Boston. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Hero with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Hero.
Cause we keep it jumping. Christ gang on the block. Yeah, we keep it jumping. We ain't never gonna stop. Yeah, we keep it jumping. Christ gang on the block. Yeah, we keep it jumping. We ain't never gonna stop. Cause we keep it jumping. Ladies and gentlemen,
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. And the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So
trying to shut us down. I see it around town, gotta keep on pushing for the crown. All the steady opposition, trying to stop the great commission, but don't listen no submission, cause we on the block fishing. High spitting, bar ripping, tell me y'all be boring ya. Rock with it, God get it, talking about the glory, yeah. We ain't gotta turn down, man, we keep it jumping. 212s in the trunk, yeah, we keep it bumping. Christ gang on the block, always up to something. We ain't never gonna stop, cause we keep it jumping.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two teams?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early, lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close